Hey everyone, I hope you're all having a great day today. Today, I'm going to talk to you guys a little bit about money and our situation in the United States. Now, money is such a huge part in everyone's life, and it's crazy how a man-made concept has become such a universally known and universally used tool. It is used all over the world and is known as the one word called currency. Now, currency is all over the world. It is in South America, it is in Europe, it is in Australia, and it is in America as well, and it is known as US dollars in the United States. Now, although although it could benefit you in so many ways, it can also hurt you and possibly even destroy your whole life. Now, the United States alone is $22 trillion in debt, and that is going up every single year more and more. And many people living in houses cannot afford to stay there or even pay for food to feed their families because of a lackluster minimum wage. Now, I just think that is totally wrong. And I'm going to tell you guys exactly what the problem is with money, and that is because of big companies monopolizing smaller companies, the 1% of the rich, and the horrible job done by the government to fix this issue. Now, and I'm also going to give you guys a solution that could possibly help our economy change for the better. Now, first of all, I'd like to just say that money has become such a huge power struggle, less than a helpful necessity that we used to do to transfer goods and buy goods. Now, it's become such a huge deal to some people that has also become such a burden. It's on the backs of many people living on minimum wage. How are they going to feed their family? How are they going to live? And it shouldn't be that way. Now, according to a study by Princeton in 2010, it showed that people who made $75,000 and more were happier than people who made $75,000 and lower. And the lower it went, the less happier they were. And along with that, major corporations and billionaires have taken advantage of money and paid their workers less money that they should deserve. And for that, I'm going to show you guys a little bit of a chart just showing exactly how much money billionaires have compared to the lower class. Now, as you could see that the blue is the bottom 90% of our nation, and the top 0.1% is the red line. And as you can see right here, in 2013, they are touching each other, and that means that they both make the same amount of money, which means the bottom 90% of our nation makes the same amount of money as the top 0.1%, which should not be the case, obviously. Now, according to The Hill, minimum wage has also been lower in real value than it was in 1956, which definitely shouldn't be the case. I have another chart actually to show you guys this. Here you go. This is showing the moving average of median wage growth, and you can see when Obama came in 2010, it took a huge dive, but Donald Trump has brought it up a little bit, but it's still not where it needs to be, which is around here, or possibly even higher, in my opinion. If we do not find a solution, the economy might even collapse, and no one would know what to do, especially the lower class that doesn't have a lot of money to begin with. Now, my answer to this problem is to raise the taxes on the rich and to raise the minimum wage for lower class workers. And the reason why I think that this should be done is because raised minimum wage would help all the families out that can't feed their children. They could finally feed their children and live a happy and fulfilling life. And if the right tariffs are put towards the rich, then we could use that money that we get from the rich and put it towards something more needed, like education or the roads. Or we could even help out with that huge debt that we owe for over $22 trillion. Now, I know that this is easier said than done, and a lot of laws would have to pass, but I think if it can be done, I think it should be done. Now, the problem of money has become a problem that we cannot ignore anymore. We can make changes that could change everyone's lives for the better and stop feeding the high class with our own hard work, our hard-earned money. Now, with no action, our economy could one day collapse, and a lot of people will be out of jobs and they won't be able to afford anything, especially food for their children and a place to live. Now, because of huge companies monopolizing certain entities, the ever-growing pockets of the rich, and the bad job done by our government, we are at a huge money crisis at the moment that has to be fixed. Now, with your help, I just want to tell you guys that you guys could actually help, and I will say that you guys just all need to go out there and vote for someone that has the same thoughts as us. Our voices definitely need to be heard more. And we should also push for unnecessary laws that have to do with money and taxes. We should abolish them, and so it could just go away, and we could make more money in the process, and just stop feeding the government and the high class with all of our money. Now, with your help, we could change this nation for the better and make this economy much more stable. And no one should be poor and living on the road and not being able to pay for food or to be able to see their families. Now, what I have to say is for you guys to just please go out and vote, and unlike someone, actually make America great again. I hope you all have a great day and a great night.